What is going on, everybody? It is your boy Baddog back with another New York Giants video. Happy Saturday, everybody. Hope your weekend is going well so far. I just want to say thank you so much for watching, guys and girls. I really do appreciate it. Do me a favor. You guys have been killing it with this, by the way. I really appreciate it. Hit that thumbs up. Helps out the video more than you realize. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think about this video. Let me know what you think about what Amani Toomer said. Hit that subscribe button if you're new. You got nothing to lose. It's free. I do a ton of Giants content on this video. We cover Giants games, do a Giants talk show, and obviously we're doing videos the entire season. Talk about the state of the Giants. Talk about pretty much my opinion on the New York Giants. Some people like that. Some people don't. But it is what it is. And hey, share it out with a Giants fan. Why the hell not? Man, I need to shave pretty bad here. But Saturday, you know, it's nice up here in the Northeast. Going to watch some college football. At least my college football team is good. That's the Oklahoma Sooners. They should be able to destroy Kansas today, but we'll see what happens. That's why they play the games. You know, Giants are off to a terrible start again this year. They're 1-5. Fourth time in the last 5 years this team has started off 1-5. They've been the worst team in football for the last 4 years. And obviously fans are at their wits' end with this team. There's no doubt about it. But it's not just the fans. Legendary New York Giant. Some will consider him the greatest receiver in the history of the New York Giants. Amani Toomer, definitely one of the greatest wide receivers in the history of this franchise, came out and absolutely ethered the state of the New York Giants and their franchise where they're going. And, you know, when a guy like Amani Toomer, a guy that played in the NFL, a guy that won a Super Bowl with the Giants, a guy that's a borderline Hall of Famer, comes out and says these things, I think that they hold a lot of weight. I think when former players of the New York Giants come out and start to criticize the organization, it obviously holds a lot more weight than a, schmo like me. When I come on YouTube and just rant about the Giants, it doesn't really hold much weight. But I think that when a guy like Amani Toomer comes out and says the things that he said, it does mean something. So let me read the quote from Amani Toomer here. It says, "They don't look like a team that belongs on a field." He says it's almost like the Rams were playing Alabama. He must not like Alabama. That's an insult to the Crimson Tide, man. I think the Crimson Tide might have put up a better game than the Giants did against the Rams, if we're being completely honest. But obviously, he's saying a college team. It looked like they were playing against a college team. It's a big time insult to the New York Giants. It's an insult to Alabama too. I don't think he likes Alabama. Anyway, I digress. He also goes on to say it's really sad to see the state of the Giants right now. And again, this is a former Pro Bowl wide receiver, Super Bowl champion wide receiver, borderline Hall of Fame wide receiver, damn good wide receiver in New York Giants. Not happy with the state of the New York Giants. And like I said, when the fans echo their sentiment, it's one thing. When former players do it, it's another. Now, I've dealt with this. This next part, he talks about the injuries. Now, I have talked about the injuries because I know a lot of people in the streams, on the videos, comment, "Oh, we're hurt, Baddog. That's why we're no good. We're hurt. We're beat up. You know, we can't win with injuries." So listen, I understand we're injured, but I've had to make this argument before, man. We were 0-3, and we were pretty much completely healthy beginning of the year. Now, people could say, "Well, Kadarius Toney didn't play," but that was the coach's decision. Kadarius Toney wasn't on the injured list. They just decided not to use him in the game plan. Now he is hurt, but he wasn't hurt at the beginning of the year. We were 0-3, and we didn't play anybody really good. Washington's no good. Atlanta's no good. Denver's really fallen on hard times, and New Orleans isn't any good. And then the last two games we played against Dallas and the Rams, who were two really good teams, we got destroyed. Now, yeah, when we're injured, obviously it doesn't help. Nobody wants the backups playing. I completely understand that, and I said this as well. When we're completely healthy, I think we're a very competitive team. That doesn't mean we're going to beat a lot of teams, but we're competitive. And obviously you see the massive differential when we're hurt because we're not competitive. We're not even close. But Toomer talks about the injuries here. He says, "Don't tell me about the Saquon Barkleys," talking about the injuries. He says, "Tell me about the guys that are going to step up when one of these guys gets hurt. That's what we're missing. You look at the Ravens, they're missing all these players. They bring in players, and they are still a competitive team. It's not like everybody's packed it up." Now, I think that last sentence speaks volumes. It's not like everybody's packed it up. Now, I'm not going to sit here and, try to tell you exactly what Amani Toomer meant by that. I'm just going to give you my opinion. And in my opinion, he's saying the Giants are feeling sorry for themselves, they're sulking, and they're going to use the injuries as an excuse as to why they're losing. And I don't like that. If a former NFL player is saying that it looks like the Giants have packed it up because they're injured, that speaks very poorly on the coaching staff. It speaks poorly on the franchise, the players, everybody. If it looks like you've packed it up in week 6 of the NFL season because you're injured and you're feeling sorry for yourself and you're not being a professional, that's really poor. And again, I think that starts with the coaching. I don't think there's any doubt about that. I think the coaching staff has to get these guys ready to go. And again, the players' attitude needs to be better. You know, these guys need to look at it. When somebody gets hurt, other players need to look at it as an opportunity. As he says, the Ravens are beat up. The Ravens are 5-1. The Ravens are one of the best teams in the league. How come they can do it? How come they can win with injuries? It's not like the Giants are the only team that suffers with injuries. Every team deals with injuries. It's just a part of football. So we can't sit here and always blame the injuries. We are always hurt. It sucks. I'm sick of it. I'm just as sick of it as you guys are. I want the Giants to be healthy. I want to know what the hell we have when we're completely healthy. I want to know what Daniel Jones can be when we're completely healthy. I want to know what Saquon Barkley can do when he's completely healthy. I want to see this stuff. We need these questions answered because now you're going to go into year 4 with Daniel Jones and go, hey, is Daniel Jones really not good? Or is Daniel Jones not good because all of his players are beat up? Is Daniel Jones really good when all the players are healthy, when the offensive line is completely healthy? Or is he just not good when everything? We don't know. This is the problem. But that also goes back to Dave Gettleman and his terrible drafting and not getting any depth in this team. Because when a team like the Ravens can go out with all their backups and be 5-1, obviously they've drafted and signed really good depth at these positions that they're injured at, and the Giants have not. So there's a lot of reasons that the Giants are 1-5, and it's not just because of injuries. It's because they are not a good team when they are completely healthy. Let's be honest. I'm not saying they're a terrible team when they're completely healthy, but we really don't know because they're never completely healthy. But I found that interesting that, like I said, when I say it or another fan says it, somebody on YouTube, somebody on Twitter, even somebody in the media says it, that's not a former player, it means one thing. But when a former player, and it's not just some schmo that played for the Giants, Amani Toomer is a big name. He's a big part of the New York Giants franchise and the history of their franchise. When he comes out and says things like that and absolutely destroys the franchise, and again, I go back to it's not like everybody's packed it up. When he comes out with these statements, I think those do hold a lot of weight. And I don't know if Amani Toomer will be the last player to come out and criticize the New York Giants franchise the way it has. But maybe things like this, maybe more former Giants players need to come out and say these things. And maybe John Mara will realize how poorly he has done. And by the way, there is a John Mara video coming, trust me. How poorly John Mara has constructed this organization and how his freaking out-of-date philosophies do not win in the NFL these days. And how you can't hire relics like Dave Gettleman to, be your guys that make the decisions. I don't know, but I found that interesting that Amani Toomer decided to tear into the New York Giants. Let me know what you think in the comments section about it. Do you agree with Amani Toomer? Do you think Amani Toomer is full of spit? Or, let me know what you think. I always, like I said, I read all the comments. I just don't respond to them, but I do try to read every one of them. I appreciate all you guys and girls that do leave a comment. Hit that thumbs up. If you made it this far, you're a trooper. Thank you for watching. Hit the subscribe button. You can subscribe over here. I never remember which side it's on, but you can subscribe on one of those sides. I'll be live tonight with Chris for Talking Giants on his channel. We'll also be live on Chris's channel tomorrow for the Panthers and the Giants. See if we can get our second win of the season. I'm going to get out of here, shave, take a shower, hit the gym, and watch Oklahoma whoop some ass. It's a bad diggity dizzle. Enjoy your weekend, everybody. I'm gone. Peace.